So that's another part of the contract that you'll sign, you know, if it's an older house. And you'll also, if it's on a septic or if it's on sewer, that's another part that will be included, signing a septic disclosure. And just depending on the type of loan that you get, if it's conventional or cash, of course, it's not that big of a deal. But if you have if you're doing VA or FHA loan, this, you know, as a buyer, and seller, you'll have to sign a separate form. It's called a VA FHA addendum for the lender that everybody.
Hey guys, I promise you got all kinds of forms when buying or selling a house. They got every form you can think about, every disclosure you can think. And I think most importantly about that process, you need somebody that's going to walk you through it. And I always tell you here in the show, we try to give you the up-to-date information on the real estate advice, and we want to walk you through the process so you don't have to get in the weeds about what radon is and how many days I have an inspection. Usually, depending on your closing date, you got about 14 days, could be 10 days, to do an inspection and come to a resolution. Also, I think it's important in your contract, just because you saw the house in a certain condition, maybe there are some repairs done, we're going to do a walkthrough a couple of days before closing.
Yes.
And agents, if you're out there listening, we just had one yesterday, do not do the walkthrough 30 minutes before closing.
No, especially if there's repairs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, be out there a day or two ahead of time, and so that not only the seller, it goes both ways. Maybe it's not the agent's fault, but definitely let's be proactive. We want a happy experience for your buyer, our seller. We go to closing, we want everybody happy. We don't want to worry about, hey, you know, there's a bolt there, or there's a piano in the garage, or you know, there's, you know, this soffit's not taken care of. So let's make sure we're proactive, give a couple days notice so everybody has a good, happy day closing. That's important. I think we'll go back to what April was saying on the financing contingency, and why that's important is certain loans require the property be in certain condition. So if we're going to go VA, the property has to meet the VA and FHA criteria. If you go with that financing and the property doesn't, then if the seller won't want to fix those items, then you can't get the loan. It's contingent upon financing. So keep in mind that if you go that type of loan and the seller's not willing to do those items, that somebody or the financing contingency clause in the contract may be void.
That's right.
So there's an extra layer of protection when you list the type of loan that you have. And if you do change it, it may be good to do an amendment to change it.
Yes, and that comes up to, excuse me, a property that we just had, and they were getting an FHA loan, and they asked for all of these repairs. The seller agreed, and then they did the appraisal, and then the appraiser, they asked for all these things to be done in addition, because of the type of loan, and it had to be done in order for it to close. So not only was he responsible for what the buyer wanted, but he was also responsible for what the appraiser wanted, and even if the lender required anything else. So it can be a lot to do with the you know, FHA loans. So
guys, I told you, I mean, if it ain't the lenders, if it ain't the title companies, if it ain't the inspector, the termite, the bug guy, they're all getting in your pockets. And if you list with us or work with us, we'll try to keep them out of your pocket, put the most money in your home, and get you to closing. Listen, you listen to Real Estate with Ryan every Saturday, 11 a.m., live in the studios, along with my lovely co-host, April Coleman. Number at the office, 693-SOLD, 693-SOLD, RyanColeman.org. Listen, check us out on social media. If you see us out there on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, you name it, share a stream, show us some love. Till next weekend, we'll see you here, 11 o'clock in the studios.
See you next week.
2.3 and AM 760 with Ryan Coleman of Hometown Realty. Find Ryan on Facebook at Ryan Coleman Group or online at RyanColeman.org. To contact Ryan by phone, call 865-693-7653. Join us again next week for Real Estate with Ryan on Talk Radio 92.3 and AM 760. Talk you can trust. Talk Radio 92.3 and AM 760.
This is InfoTrack, the weekly show with information you should know. Here's what's happening.
Hey guys, thank you for staying with us. I appreciate you guys out there streaming. We worked on a lot of technical issues over the last couple of weeks with all this stuff. It's kind of, I'm not the most techie person, that's why I sell stuff for a living, but we had a little fun with it. We worked up late last night. If you saw us out there streaming, till about 2 in the morning. We're trying to work on some of the kinks. So I hope you enjoyed this show. I know we lost connection one time, but we'll work on getting that straight. Got a lot of exciting stuff for us coming up here in the near future. As you know, we're on News Talk here at 5 o'clock, so make sure you check that show out. It's a good show. What are we talking about, April?
Lord, I forgot we talk about so much stuff.
Well, I'll help you out. We got a good show. We're talking about our guaranteed sale program, and in this market, don't get stuck owning 2 homes or no home at all. So it's on at 5 o'clock. You definitely want to listen to that show. Just had a customer call in, and we're trying to help them this weekend or Monday about their situation and actually get their home sold or work on getting a buyer for that home. So good program there. It doesn't apply to everybody, full disclosure. I mean, it has to fit the right needs, and there are certain restrictions. But we help a lot of people when we bought a lot of homes, and I think you'll find it competitive in this market. Listen, if you're going to hire an agent and you need exposure, you need somebody that's going to work for you. You need somebody that's going to go out to the marketplace and look for that buyer. You've got to have programs designed to work for you, the client. Listen, we're never about big names. We're never about big awards, and you're never going to see us talk about, you know, how many plaques we got. I got a bunch of plaques in my garage. It doesn't matter anything. What matters is what you heard on the show. What matters is helping people Thursday, Friday, closing, and they're so happy and they're thankful for what we do. Listen, we're about hometown realty, home, family, and values, what we can bring to you, how we can help you with your real estate needs. Listen, we don't want to even be involved in the transaction if we can't bring value. April and I and our staff, we work amazingly amount of hours to help bring value. So not all agents are the same. You guys out there thinking, hey, I had a bad experience with another agent and it didn't do anything. Hey, there's a lot of people out there that are average, people that just want to kind of get by. We don't get by, we work hard. We work hard to build our brand and our reputation, and it matters to us. Not only do we have a lot of listings, but it doesn't matter how many listings we have. What is most importantly is yours. And we take a lot of time and effort to stand out as if you're our only client. So I want you to know that, and that's why we're bringing you this show. We work hard every weekend. What you can do for us, I always like to ask that, if you know anybody that's thinking about buying or selling, they need to know what the value is in the market. It's fast-paced. They're worried that they're not finding what they're looking for out there. Give us a call, 693-SOLD, 693. Listen, there's never an obligation. We'll come out and talk to you 15, 20 minutes of your time. My best friend, he always said, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If I haven't ever had an opportunity to meet you, April, we're able to come out and meet you and talk to you. If you don't know us, you can't do business with us, right? So we'd love an opportunity to come out and talk to you and see if we can help you with those situations. Whether it's now in a couple months, whether it's a year from now, we're going to be here and we'd love to be your trusted source. You're listening to Real Estate with Ryan here live in the studios. You're listening to Talk Radio, the only place you can trust for the most up-to-date information in the real estate market, and we're going to try to bring that to you. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I know the weather's going to turn around. If you need us at all, what's the number, honey?
693-SOLD.
693-SOLD. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll check you next week.
Thank you.